Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic Volume 2, Episode 4. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you have an enjoyable and safe celebration. And pretty soon you'll be able to celebrate by working through the leprechaun larceny together. But that's not out quite yet. So in the meantime, we have our own puzzles to solve. And today's puzzle is going to be our first supersized puzzle, where the Gap team has revisited one of the previous genres and made a new puzzle that is quite a bit larger. Not necessarily harder, just bigger. And today's puzzle is one called Cave. If you are familiar with the rules, you can jump right to the solve by using the bookmarks. But otherwise, we need to take a look at the rules. Cave is a shading puzzle. The rules are as follows. Shade some cells so that the shaded cells are all connected orthogonally by other shaded cells to the edge of the grid, and the remaining unshaded cells form one orthogonally connected area, the cave. So let's define the word orthogonally in this context. It basically means not diagonally. So connected orthogonally by other shaded cells means from any shaded cell we have in the entire grid, we can trace a path to the edge of the grid somewhere. That's true for all of these in the example. And the unshaded cells are orthogonally connected, meaning from any unshaded cell we can get to any other unshaded cell in the grid. Clues cannot be shaded and represent the total number of unshaded cells that can be seen in a straight line, vertically or horizontally, including the cell itself. So that is saying that this 4 can see 4 cells, which we can count here. 1, 2 in the row, 3, 4. Make sure not to either omit nor double count this cell. This 7 clue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully that is super clear. And those are the rules of Cave, so it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's supersized Cave was set by Tyrgannus. All right, let's see what we can remember about Cave. All of the numbers refer to how many cells they can see, and I see some 2s that are right up next to another clue. And since clues can't be shaded, this 2 then must be blocked off from seeing anything else. So we can put shaded cells in those positions. And we can do that for all of these 2s that are right up next to another clue. Some of these then are immediately knowable. This 11 sees 1, 2, needs to see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for that one. And then there's some knock-on effects there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 6 is complete. This 13 sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then it's done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In this row, we need 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. And this 7, this 2 can't go any further this direction. And now the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like so. Okay, so that has taken care of some of those easy pickings right around the corner of the grid. Oh, there's one more I missed. This 2 is already seeing its cell, so it doesn't go any further. And now the 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 8 here already has all 8. The 17 has 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It has now seen everything. Now we have some 2s that are next to the new things that we've marked as unshaded, so we can do the exact same thing with those. We'll do that here. We'll do that here. Oh, and they can't see past the line either. This 2 can't see any further. And great, this 4 needs to come out and see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then nothing more. Now the 2 is complete. And that, okay, now, oh, and this 3 is also complete. 1, 2, 3. As is this 3. 1, 2, 3. And that might finally do it for that specific kind of deduction. Okay, now the shaded cells are all connected orthogonally to the edge of the grid. So let's look at some of these stranded shaded cells and make sure that they can get to the edge of the grid. This right here needs to go make it out and needs to make it through here to the edge. The same thing, well, almost the same thing happens here, but there are 2 potential outs. This one does need to come out, at least one. But we don't technically know if these go out or if they come around this way quite yet. Anything else that's stranded? These cells need to get out. Okay, that is all that's jumping out to me as completely known right here. Actually, if I shade in these other clues as if I mark them as unshaded, that actually will help a little bit, because it makes a little bit more clear that this one actually does need to get out that way, and this one does need to get out that way. I just wasn't seeing those because they weren't green, and I was looking for green. Okay, which is appropriate for today, I suppose. Let's see, this blob now needs to reach the edge, and it can't do it up, so it's got to come down through here. And what next? We could use our trick that tells us that this can't be unshaded, because if it were, we would have to connect this green to this green in some sort of loop that would box in this shaded cell. So that makes that unshaded. Let's see. The same thing is true here. We got another potential checkerboard. Again, if this were shaded, this and this unshaded cell would have to meet up somehow, which would either be going around this block of black or this block of black, and either way would isolate it from the edges of the grid. So we can't, again, have a checkerboard. And we can't have a checkerboard here for the same reason. And let's see, did we find them all? There's another potential one here we can stop, and here we can stop. And that is all the ones that I see right now. So now let's revisit some of these numbers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 15. We need 6 more. There's one of them. 5 more. It could be as much as that one, and then would need at least 4 more the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4 is forced. And again, there were 9 here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can only take 1 more. If we go here, we'll get 2 more. So actually it stops and it goes 1 more that way. And this 15 is done. Let's see. This 9 now has 7 in its row. It needs 2 more, which could come from either the top or the bottom or both. We don't know that yet. This 11 is restricted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is as many as it could get horizontally. So it needs 5 more at minimum vertically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all it can get. So in fact, it needs all of these cells just to make its 11, which means this 6 is also finished now. These both need to get out to the edge of the grid. Okay, now this 9... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 needs 2 more, which will come from the above. So that's good. This cell needs to get out to the edge. In fact, somehow they need to come out through here. which should tell us more. Let's see, this 10 is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10 is done. The 8 has 4, needs 4 more. It could get up to 3 to the east, and so that has to be unshaded. It could get up to 3 to the west, so that one's unshaded, and I think that will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's all of those. Oh, this needs to, well, I could have gotten it, well, maybe we could have gotten it this way. This one needs to reach the edge of the grid. This comes out that way. These can't be shaded because neither of them can be, because then they wouldn't be able to get to the edge of the grid. So those are both unshaded. And now this 7 should be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay, let's look at this cell. Needs to get out. It needs to come up through this little alley here. We don't know about this one yet, so which means it's probably going to be defined by this cell, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 9 are taken up. Or another way of seeing that is 2 of these 7. It's exactly the same situation there. So we need 5 more in the horizontal. So let's say they maximize it by taking this one. 1, 2, 3. We need 4 more. We need that 1, 2, 3, 4. We would need all of those. I see another thing that I want to do before I proceed with that line of thinking. These 7s see each other, so they must have the same number. They see each other horizontally, which means they have to see the same number of vertical cells, and this one sees 0, so this also has to see 0. So now they both have 6 out of 7. If we added this one, they'd get 2 more, which they can't have. So it's got to be that one, which indeed does tell us that this one is shaded like we expected. This 4 now sees 2 here, so it needs to see 2 more on the right side. This block here needs to get to the edge of the grid, which is going to do through there. The 6 is taken care of. The 4 is taken care of. The 2 is taken care of. I think that's all of our number clues taken care of. So the rest of this should just be looking at connectivity, I believe. But I do see a problem, which makes me wonder if I messed anything up, because I don't know how we're going to know which side of these 2 gets to the end of the grid or both. Is there anything that would tell us that? The unshaded cells, oh, I've been looking at the shaded cells this whole time. We should be looking at the unshaded cells. So this group of unshaded cells needs to meet with the rest of them. That's what's going to do it for us. It's going to have to go north to do that. And now that has cut off these shaded cells this way, so they've got to come out through here, and it's got to come out through here, and that has finished the grid. So let's check our work, and that is how you solve a cave.